Hello, and welcome to this another lecture in which I'm going to share some more tips on how can you crack your CAT for 2023. Let me quickly introduce for some of you who do not know me. I am Arun Singhal. I passed out of IIM Bangalore in 1981, and I have been associated with CAT right from 1978 when I gave it for the first time, and I cracked it the second time to get into A, B, and C. First time I could only get into Ahmedabad, but I did not make it in the interview. And since then, I've been, while I was working, I was away from the CAT scene. But in last 14, 15 years, since I've been teaching, coaching people like you, I've been helping a lot of students prepare for the CAT, right? So I'm going to share some of my personal tips that I think can help you also do well. The first thing is obviously, it's not a no-brainer that you need to get good in each of the areas of verbal ability, reading comprehension, data interpretation and logical reasoning, and quantitative aptitude. Now, so each of these, VARC, DILR, and QA, you must get to. And I would set impossible targets for you. I would say that down the line in next 4 months, you must be reaching the stage before you come for your CAT examination. You start getting all the questions right. It's impossible, but aim for that. And there is a way you can do that, and I'm going to tell you that. So aim for getting all the questions right in each of the section, whether it is an MCQ or a short answer. Now, to do that, what you need to do is what I did for my 10th and 11th board examination. So I was an ambitious guy all along. I was bright in studies, and somewhere in the 10th examination, I started looking. I used to come first in my classes. So I said when I the board examined, let's see what kind of marks can I get. And in that I found that there was a subject called social studies, if you can recall. The toppers never used to get good marks out of that. In out of 100 days, you get 60, 70, 60, 70. I said, okay, that's my silver lining. So I'm going to go and prepare for social studies so well that I score at least 20 points more there while I studied other subjects. So figure out what is the most uncomfortable or the weakest subject in VARC, DLR, and QA and go for that area. So attack your weakness up front while you keep doing what you are comfortable as well. And if you do that, there is no reason why you will get very close to getting all the questions right. So that's the first big advice I have for you. Second thing is to do that, you have to practice hard. And I have said in one of the courses that I have for CAT on Udemy is that, you need to work 8 hours a day, 6 days a week. I personally don't think you can crack a CAT while working 4 hours a day. I did that when I used to go for my CAT as well as my board examination. I used to study right from morning till evening. Of course, I used to play ball in the evening. I used to play for 2 hours, footer, cricket, hockey. And so much so that my principal got worried in the college, in the school, and he called me and said, Arun, I see you playing hockey. What about the board examination? I said, Mr. Dandia, yeah, I remember that, but please allow me to play. I study for the rest of the day. So study for the rest of the day. You have, let's say if you want to spend 8 hours, 8 hours on sleep, right? 8, 9 hours of sleep is good. 2, 3 hours for work. You still have 12 hours for yourself. So in 12 hours, spend 8 hours studying at least 8 to 10 hours and spend a day and an hour or two on doing what you like in terms of sports or anything else that keeps you refreshed. So practice hard, right? Then at the same time, while you're practicing hard, it is important to have fun. You must take this CAT as a challenge, like a game that you play on your videos, right? That I must win that game. You must have that attitude that I will win this game. I will win this game and I will crack come what may. And there is a theory of affirmation which says that if you decide you will do something, the whole universe conspires to help you achieve that. So write yourself in front of your computer, I will crack the CAT. Have that positive thought in your room, in your computer, in your mind, everywhere. And then that will give you so much of energy of not only you but the universe that I'm sure you will crack your CAT. Third, another interesting thing I want to tell you is that, and this I'm drawing inspiration from Milkha Singh. So what did Milkha Singh do? Milkha Singh, who won the race in the Olympics for us? What did he do to practice? He used to tie a tire with a rope and used to run. So run in the sand. Go and look for books that are toughest in asking the CAT question. I would even venture and say if there are GMAT and GRE books that can ask tougher questions to you, go prepare them. So run in the sand. Go and look for, prepare, answer the questions from the toughest questions, toughest books. So look for the toughest textbook and don't limit to one only. And again, I bring my learning from my examinations in board. So I can you believe I scored 99 out of 100 in chemistry? And what made me do that? That might be of some insight to you in preparing for your CAT. I got 70 out of 70 in theory and 29 out of 30 in the practicals. Now, what did I do to get 70 out of 70? I studied all the 3 syllabus books, studied each of them. And there were some questions that were in some books that appeared in exam that only I had studied. Second thing, I was very lucky. My Bua or auntie was a teacher in Central School. So earlier in 9th or 10th standard, she used to call me and say, hey Arun, 11-12 साल के बच्चों के papers and check this out. So I learned what is the right answer, where do you get marks. So learn what will get you the right marks. Giving long answers has no use. Go to the point, attack the questions, answer to the point and move to the next one. Don't spend your time on pleasantries in this examination. So look for the toughest books and places to teach and coach you, right? Get those learnings and practice hard. Focus on CAT, as I was saying. Don't try and do an internship during these next 4 months. Give away internship. Focus on one thing. You cannot focus on 2 or 3 things at a time if you want to do exceptionally well. So focus on one thing. You should be like Arjuna. You must be seeing only the bird's eye. And the bird's eye for you is CAT examination now. You shouldn't see anything else outside, not the tree, not the jungle, not the garden. Just see the CAT, everything. And of course, you need to enjoy this. I said you must make this whole experience enjoyable. So work hard and have fun. If you don't do well in a intermediate assessment of your own record, have fun, laugh at yourself and say, what shit? What the hell I'm doing? I don't want to use the F words, but you can use the F words also. Monitor your results regularly. As I've said in my course on Udemy on CAT preparation is, you need to keep monitoring your results every week, not even every month. So every week, take all the 3 CAT examinations on VARC, DLR, QA. See what scores do you get in a result, in a test. Analyze that and then strategize and say, what is it that you need to do better and how can you do better? Learn about that area. If in the first examination your weakest is in VARC, go attack VARC, learn about verbal ability and reading comprehension. Get the best place to learn. So these are some of the things that come to my mind. I will keep posting for you to keep learning from whatever new thoughts come to me. I want you to win like I have been able to do in my life, and I want you to do better than me.